Hey guys, and welcome into the Roxy report. Okay, so today I wanted to do a video on World Mental Health Day. This is a day that's important in terms of talking about certain topics and people kind of learning about different things. Also, if you're a gamer right now, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice on Steam is all money that is being basically paid towards that game will be going to a World Health Organization charity, which is great, and that will be going towards mental health charities. So make sure to go pick that game up if you haven't already, because the game is very focused on mental health issues, and I think it's absolutely brilliant that Ninja Theory is doing that. They really put a lot of effort into that game to make it as realistic as possible in terms of mental health, and I just think it's fantastic that they're doing something towards the community. So, basically, get help. It's the biggest issue is that people don't get the help they need. And I think today is a day that we need to look at our own lives and say, you know what, I need to take a step back. I need to make a change with my life. And I need to work on my life. And maybe that's not everyone. But most of us at some point in our lives get to that state where they need that change. They need to take a step back from their life. And me going through transition has brought up a lot of mental health stuff, from anxiety to depression. And it's not pretty. It's not nice. And I'm not going to put transgender or transition under the factor of mental health, because I don't personally think it is. I think that, fair enough, a lot of stuff surrounding it can be attributed to it, but I've already had a conversation on this before. It's basically like saying if you're homosexual then you have a mental health problem, because that's basically what people throw at us, which is wrong. That is completely wrong. So I wanted to basically make the point today that you need to talk to someone. And I get messages every now and again from people who want to ask me questions and talk to me about different things, and I can't always answer those questions. But you know, the best people I've talked to are random people. You know what? I've had some really amazing experiences where I remember one. I was at the council sorting out something to do with my flat when I used to own a flat, and there was this girl there, and we just sat down and chatted. She wasn't even the person I was supposed to be seeing. She was just someone else waiting to see someone else, and we just chatted for about 2 hours, and it was the most refreshing conversation I think I've ever had. And I was able to get so much off my chest because I knew I wasn't ever going to see her again. It was weird. I'm not saying that you'll be able to find some random person on the street who you can just talk to, but you don't need to just talk to a specific family member or something like that. Fair enough, if that helps you, go ahead. But I think that everyone should be able to expand their horizons in terms of talking to someone. Maybe it's your doctor, maybe it's the person who's helping you with your course, like my ESA guy is amazing, Adrian, and he's really helped me a lot by talking to me about the issues that I have and sorting out anxiety and depression and stuff like that. I think that confidence comes into it a lot. When I feel confident, most of my problems go away. And you can fake confidence. I faked confidence before, and I do it in a lot of my videos, and that's not exactly easy, but at some points we have to do that. I think that we don't talk enough about depression and anxiety. We don't talk about it enough, so of course the knowledge isn't out there to be able to do anything about it. Like gender dysphoria, we don't talk about it enough. Thankfully in the last couple of years it's becoming more prevalent. But before that, there was no knowledge out there, so people didn't know what was going on. And I think that's the case with a lot of different health problems and all different factors. Go online, look up mental health and just look into these things that you think you might have. Don't self-diagnose. I'm not saying to self-diagnose, but I'm saying go online and just look into these things. Because like recently I found out that I have synesthesia, and it was like a breath of fresh air. I didn't know that was even a thing that existed. And you know what? I put that out on Twitter, and the amount of people that liked that, and then the one person commented back and said, "Hey, I've had that same thing and I didn't know what it was until now. So I helped someone else realise that they had it." It's all about exposure and talking about different things. Depression is horrible. And that's the worst part, I think. Because my anxiety isn't as intense unless I have to go somewhere quite big. But I think depression can hit you for a lot longer. And it can affect you a lot more. And I think once these things are talked about and that kind of stigma has been left about them, and then the stigma is gone because everyone understands what's going on. Same as like dyslexia. No one knew what dyslexia was. My mum had dyslexia and she was basically put in the corner in school to draw. And she was an amazing drawer after that because, of course, that's the only thing she was allowed to do. They thought there was something wrong with her and it was literally just dyslexia. Over time, we gain knowledge and we learn different things, and we can hopefully make a change for good. And I think that's my aim to do with all of this, and hopefully you guys can help me with that. So comment down below, tell me how you guys are feeling. I want to know. I love you all. Thanks for watching a video Thursday with my nan. I'm meeting her in person, so you'll actually see her face. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and happy mental health day. I don't know if that's a happy thing, but at least we're talking about it, and that's good, right? I love you guys. But until next time, that's me. Out. Bye, guys.